Good morning. I'm Ron Kaplan from the New England Restaurant Expose, also sponsored by our other site, which is called Food Junkies, JUNKEYZ.com. We are a show to help restaurants going through these tough times. We do a half-hour show every Sunday. And this week, we're doing a show with Anthony Spiratos from Newport Dine Out. And Anthony will be joining us in 1 minute. And here comes Anthony. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good to have you. So let's get right into it. Tell us about Newport Dine Out and what you're doing and how you got started doing this.
Newport Dine Out, we have about over 40 restaurants now that have joined. We're heading towards 50. And what makes us different is that we don't charge restaurants any kind of commission at all to use us. So, no paying 15 to 30% commission. We're absolutely free. We build the online order platform for free. We do everything for free for the restaurant. The customer pays a small delivery fee of $5 and then the credit card fee, which is 2.9% currently. We might end up getting hit with a slightly higher fee, credit card fee than that, but it won't be that much. Costs are minimal. All our drivers work on tips. The generosity of the community has been great, and drivers are actually able to make a really good living every week driving for our company. So how did we begin? So at the beginning of the pandemic, I noticed that a lot of restaurants were shutting their doors, shutting down, mainly because of the government regulations, during the start of the pandemic, forcing them to. They could only do delivery or takeout. So I said, okay, why don't they do it themselves? What's stopping them? So I investigated it, and it's very expensive, insurance-wise and overhead costs to do delivery themselves, and logistics on top of that is very tough. So that was not a feasible scenario for them. And then I asked myself, all right, why don't they use some of the other, third-party delivery apps? And then I found out the high commissions. So I said, there's got to be a different way to do things. And that's what we basically, came up with. And it's kind of evolved into this, where we have an online order platform. Originally, we actually didn't have an online order platform, believe it or not. We did things old school. Customers would call in, and they would place an order with their actual restaurant, and whatever restaurant they wanted, and paid for it. And then they would send my company a text, and then we would go out and deliver it. It's much easier to partner with the restaurants. It's much better for both parties. So that's where the online order platform was born. And we started with a couple of restaurants, and then we did really good with those, and word traveled fast. And then a lot of restaurants want to hop on board, and they continue to want to, which is great. They've really supported us a lot, and we stand side by side with them, in hopes of getting them through the pandemic as easy as the easiest way as we can possibly do for them.
So tell me, I go on your website, I find a restaurant that, which there's quite a few. I've been on the site a few times, quite a few servicing Newport. What do I do then? Do I order on your platform or go to the restaurant's platform?
So either way actually gets back to us. So if you were to, let me just give you an example. So if you were to click on Sardella's on our website, which is newportdineout.com, or you were to go to Sardella's website and click on delivery, both ways actually get to us. It's our platform we built for them. So we will get the order, and then we can dispatch a driver and everything. But so either way gets you a delivery.
Okay. Give me a sampling of some of the restaurants you're servicing right now.
All right. So we got everything from seafood like Anthony's, Anthony's Seafood Atlantic Grill, Midtown. We have a Chinese restaurant, Green Dragon, which is an amazing pop-up kitchen in Midtown. They have more of like a gourmet Chinese food theme, and they're very popular. We have a lot of Italian places like Sardella's, Lucia's, Mama Lucia's. Where else? We have some more different kinds of kind of concepts like Salvation, Broad, Fifth Element. So that's kind of your Broadway scene. These cafe places that have best kept secrets, like the early bird special at Johnny's Resort, 3-course meal, $14. I can't beat it. It's they're unbelievable. My personal favorite there is the pot roast, but you can get chowder with that, or in a piece of cake, and it's $14. So that's all day too. So even if you're late, you're an early bird. So it's
there you go. Where are you delivering to right now?
So range? We got a pretty wide radius. So we just added Jamestown less than a month ago, and we give them about roughly 12 or 13 restaurants, I think last time I checked, that they can choose from. And that was interesting. We tried for months to figure out what the best way to do Jamestown was, and we put a lot of logistics into that, and we picked certain restaurants. We actually have a zone. If certain restaurants sign up and they happen to be in the zone, we can offer Jamestown to them, because we know that it will get there in time, because we want the food to be not just warm, we want it to be hot. We also deliver to all of Newport, all of Middletown, all of Portsmouth. So we have the whole island in Jamestown together right now, and then we have plans to eventually in the very near future expand off island also. Yeah.
We're going to go to a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about the expansion.
Sounds good.
Go buy the Cucina de Catharina pasta sauce. It's better than your mama's gravy. I'm just telling you that right now. Go ahead and fight me on it. 5.0. You're not going to get a better sauce out of the jar from a store than Cucina de Catharina.
Okay, we're back with Anthony from Newport Dine Out. So talk to us about expansion. You plan on going past Newport, Jamestown, Middletown, Portsmouth?
Yeah, so we've been exploring different possibilities. We'd like to go statewide. We think that our model can help restaurants statewide and beyond the borders of Rhode Island too. And that's our plan. We're not looking at that, years from now. We're looking at it, to do it, relatively soon. And we think that we really can. We have a lot to offer restaurants in the way of our model.
So tell me, if I want to be a driver for Newport Dine Out, what do I do?
So you can go to newportdineout.com, and you can select on there to basically apply right online, and we'll get the submission and we'll give you a call back. It's very easy, stress-free.
And besides a car and a driver's license, do I have to carry any special insurance?
Yeah, you would need an add-on for you have to check with your insurance provider. Typically, it's not that more expensive. And it can be. I think it can be written off in your taxes too. And I know, like, some of my drivers, they pay like an extra $12 or $15 a month. Some, a little bit higher, but and that will make them, fully insured. I get a lot of questions about, I'm driving around. What about gas? 1099s, the great thing is that they can actually write off a lot of things. So I believe it's 56 cents a mile when they're driving. They can actually write it off in their taxes. Like, they can write off some of their cell phone bill, some car maintenance, even some medical and health insurance costs too. They can write off being a 1099. So it does have a lot of benefits to it.
So if I'm a restaurant and I want to sign up, do I have any initial fees or anything?
Nope, no fees, zero. So we mean it when we say that we're free for restaurants, and we always will be. There's no hidden fees, no costs, no nothing. No contract to sign either. I mean, if they don't like it, there's no risk. I mean, they can quit anytime. So there's absolutely no risk. They don't pay for, us to build, the actual online platform for them or anything. So we mean it when we say there's absolute zero risk for them. And the great thing is, everything that they make, they get to keep 100% of. So, because we don't take anything from them.
And what about hours of operation? What are you running right now? Weather's getting nicer. Do you change your hours based on the days of the week?
Yeah, so we actually were discussing that recently. So right now we operate 7 days a week, 10 a.m. to roughly 9 p.m. We usually shut down. But as it gets warmer, we're going to be extending pretty soon an extra hour, and probably in summertime we'll probably deliver till like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
Okay. And with handling Jamestown, if I live in Jamestown, and do you have restaurants in Jamestown that are participating, or are you just bringing food from Newport to customers in Jamestown?
So right now we're bringing food from Aquinic Island to Jamestown, but we do have the interest of a couple of places. We were in talks with, I know Simpatico's expressed interest, and Bay Voyage. So it seems promising that they'll be hopping on board with us soon. I know Simpatico's is currently closed right now, but I think when they reopen, they'll be signing up with us. And the great thing is too, we can bring their food also over to Aquinic Island, so it can go both ways.
What are the challenges? I order from Midtown Oyster Bar, and I live in Portsmouth. What are the challenges of getting the food there hot?
Traffic, I guess. No, I mean, in all seriousness, I mean, if you're an islander, you know a lot of the back roads, so you can kind of avoid, that juggernaut, of West Main and East Main Road. And right now, Midtown is I mean, they open for lunch and stuff, but it'd probably be in the summer. It would be the beach traffic, so just don't go anywhere near the beach when you're, don't go down Memorial Boulevard past the beach, and you'd be pretty fine, or West Main Road at certain times. But if you're an islander, you know, some of the places to avoid, and then there's also different apps that you can use that will tell you where there's a lot of traffic and stuff. So I mean those are things that that you look at. Another challenge can be sometimes that while and we addressed this recently because we had a surge in popularity. All of a sudden we got caught off guard one night, and we had a 65% surge in the over our previous record that we had. It came out of nowhere. We didn't know it was going to come, and we prepared for our normal staffing that we normally would have on a Friday night, and we just got buried. I mean, it was just literally 100 orders came in within a matter of 20 to 30 minutes. I mean, how do you prepare for that if you've been staffing for a certain amount? But we took the initiative, we corrected that. So now we have more than enough staff, which is great. We have close to 30 drivers now. So, and we're going to keep hiring too. Our goal is to get to close to 100 for the island. Which I think, summertime, I think that's going to work out very, very well. Now, we solved our problem, but one of the challenges I know that restaurants face is the shortage of staff right now. And sometimes so we could be fully staffed, but if a restaurant doesn't have the staff to, say, on a Friday night, deal with the dinner time rush, they can get into a little bit of trouble. So what we try to do to help them out is we'll add extra time as a buffer onto our delivery time. So if, for instance, normally they're like, say it takes a particular restaurant 20 to 30 minutes to prepare something, and then our driver is always on time to get it, and then we have to deliver it. Say we prepare just in case that order is coming from Portsmouth or the tip of Jamestown somewhere. We add extra time in. So sometimes, some people, the challenge is some customers might say, oh, wow, well, it'll take me, an hour and 15 minutes to get my food. No, more often than not, it doesn't. It's just we put that extra time on just as a buffer to help the restaurants out, just in case all of a sudden, they get a bunch of orders and they're like, oh my God, how do we keep up with this? This helps them out a bit. Now we're developing a new system that's in the works where restaurants will be able to take it by case basis. So each restaurant will have the power to actually control the time in their kitchen. So and it'll automatically basically put the time into us, so we know, and the customer knows too. So then the customer will say, "Oh, okay," that they'll know. So that's in the works. Those are things that are we're always looking to improve the quality of our service and the way that we do things, and how we can make it easier for restaurants and easier for customers. So those are probably a couple of challenges right there. That I know that my company faced, and that restaurants themselves face. But I think, come summer, hopefully, the restaurants will be able to hire more people. That would be, really great on their part. And I know they're trying they're trying like anything to hire. It's just very difficult sometimes. There's definitely a staff shortage for them.
I talked to a lot of restaurant owners doing this, and one owner a few weeks ago told me, "I'd love to come on your show." He said, "But the situation is from 5 to 7, 8 o'clock, my restaurant's busy. Now I think they're at 75% capacity now, maybe in Rhode Island. I think they just went from 55 to 75, maybe.
I don't even think it's that much. I think it's 66. Huh? Yeah.
66. So at that, and then the takeout business, there's many restaurants out there that didn't do a takeout business to speak of, didn't want it, but reverse and get into the takeout business to stay alive. And then you've got these no names mentioned, but these major companies grabbing 30%.
Yeah.
And they're not selling the liquor like they did before because the restaurant isn't full. And, some people are getting the takeout liquor, but, it hurts. It hurts. And what you're doing is great. I give you a lot of credit. And thinking of the restaurateur and as well as growing your business. And anything else you'd like to tell the viewers?
I appreciate you having me on your show. And another thing too that I like to leave you with is that my company believes in giving back to the community, and we give 10% of our profits that are left over to the MLK and the community MLK Community Center Food Bank programs. And also the Potter League. We're actually very excited that we'll be giving our first donation to the Potter League probably end of this month. So that will be very very exciting.
Great.
Both of those charities are great for the community, and they really help out a lot. And one of them's close to my heart. My dog came from the Potter League, so I love that organization. I know the MLK does a lot with them too. So I think that's another thing that's kind of separates our company from a lot of the other third party no names mentioned delivery companies.
There's no street brawls out there between delivery people, is there?
Not yet. We try to stay above the fray if we can.
There you go. Okay, next week we have A&E Coffee coming on. It's a specialty coffee company out of New Hampshire. And today was Anthony Spiratos, the owner of Newport Dine Out. Go on his website if you want to work for him, driving, delivering, making some good money. Or if you want to get some takeout, call Anthony's company, newportdineout.com. Anthony, thank you. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.